Unfortunately slowly passing away, we still have recordings and interviews.
Avshalom Weinstein is aware of the importance of not forgetting, of talking about what happened from his own family experience. The trauma of the Holocaust also weighed heavily on his own childhood.
When I grew up hearing lots of stories of the Holocaust from my grandmother. There are two types of survivors: those who spoke about it and those who never said one word. Many people never said anything to their kids, to their grandkids, to anyone. They didn't talk about it at all. Others did talk about it, so we do have the records and everything, but my grandparents, my father's parents, never spoke about anything.
80 years on from the end of the war, there are still many stories to be told. These are stories of resistance. They show that the Nazis did not succeed in destroying everything Jewish.
Region Moro, Oti region. Me you come, Bamba Bonfio, Auro, nobody Lord Baba, when a pair me you come and Benya, and don't for another boy. Ndio, Kabi Bonab, come and get down and say, Mamoro, Yabish Chashin Kira pair, Chimuna pair, no Shumuna we, and our brother, no German Jango, NDC, my brother and I be down to join Mahama. Macanyello, above you. Mama pay you, Abra said, Nasabe, and a Yanibo, and a pair wakano, already Calampo. And the other side, Calampo about you. Come in and know what I Nani soon, or be a meaba, or wouldn't know soon. And so come out, or you come, no, me to come, and Jimina Dorama, Namango Yuri.
Yo, Nana non penny for Yadamasi, near Paya, my Yamae. Yo. The president of the Regional House of Chiefs, Nana Soglu Alo, the fourth. Pacho Mike no, Bebalo Alo, the fourth.
Thank you very much, Mr. MC. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nananum, the Regional Minister, Honorable John Kojo Japon, the Municipal Chief Executive, National Democratic Congress Executives, both national and regional here present, distinguished invited guests, the media, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the citizens of Oti region, may I welcome you to the region. We are once again privileged to have you here as part of your thank you tour of the country. I'm sure you are here gradually falling in love with the people and the beauty and the scenery of Oti region. Your last visit to this place was in the year 2024, when you came to share your vision for the country with us in the event that you won the December 2024 national elections. You fought a good fight, and your message was well received by the good citizens of Ghana, and the mandate was given to you overwhelmingly by the people to lead the country once again to greener pastures, and you have started on a good foot. The region also did not let you down. We gave you all that you asked for, 100% of our votes. All the constituencies in the region voted according to your choice. On behalf of the good citizens of the region, kindly accept our belated congratulations. The members of parliament in the region and to the Vice President, our dear Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Edman. In the eyes of many, you make a very good team. In my address to the people during your visit to my district, the Guan district, I ask of you that in the event that the NDC wins the national elections in 2024, I asked that the government should take the initiative. Your Excellency, Article 242 deals with the composition of the district assemblies. Clause D deals with the appointment of the members to the assembly by the President in consultation with the chiefs, houses of chiefs in the regional coordinating councils. Your Excellency, since Article 248 of the Constitution clearly enshrines a non-partisan structure of local government, there should be no constitutional bar to the participation of chiefs in local governance. Amend Article 242D so that 30% membership now appointed by the President should be ceded to the chiefs. Free attendance to observe assembly proceedings. In so doing, it will encourage a government dedicated to, and this proposal seeks manifesting in the implementation of your idea on the ground. We all applaud your vision. The chiefs also suggest that since traditional councils of local government, a percentage of the district's assembly's common fund should be allocated to the traditional councils to enable them perform their obligations and as impartial arbiters. These obligations should now include conflict resolutions and customary arbitration to ensure community harmony. I do hereby remind you again that the opportunity has presented itself to include these amendments in the new Constitution through the review of the 1992 Constitution by the committee you have set up. Your Excellency, the people of Oti do pledge their support and loyalty to the government of Ghana, and they assure the government of their total commitment as partners in the development of this country of ours. Their faith and resolve remain steadfast in spite of the various economic challenges the government is going through. But they believe this is the only dividend that they lay claim at. And as a result of their investment in your country, support, loyalty, and confidence economic issues you have tackled so far, the reduction and the stabilization of the local currency within such a short time is one good point the electorate have ticked as very excellent. However, the market response has remained mixed. Food crops, building materials, and goods in our local markets are still beyond the means of most of the citizens. Your Excellency, as is seen all over, I'm sure your government will appreciate that the infrastructure development deficit in the region is quite extensive. And over the past few years, the people of the region have been making repeated demands for rectification of the system. Since the House of Assembly was established in the region in 2020, there is no place for us and holding meetings at the hall of the Regional Coordination Council. The office complex of the House of Chiefs was started last year, but as soon as there was a change of government, the contractor abandoned ship. The High Court was established in Dambai a few years ago, but to date, no judge to adjudicate cases. Cases are still being sent to Hohoe in the Volta region at the inconvenience of the litigants. Your Excellency, Dambai is the only regional capital in the country that has no hospital. The nearest hospital is across the river in Karachi, which is awkward to get to in times of emergency. And the regional hospital is situated at Aurora, more than an hour's drive from the capital. It is our humble request that you include the construction of the hospital in your flagship agenda for the region. For generations, government have promised the people in Dambai, but to date, it's never happened. We are aware that the construction, a 1.8-kilometer bridge over the Otiri River, is one of your flagship programs. But our request for now is for the government to provide 2 pontoons for effective transportation on the river Uti, pending the decision to build a bridge across the river. Your Excellency, the region is currently experiencing serious ethnic and chieftaincy conflicts, and these are of national security concerns. There are pockets of ethnic violence in Nkwanta South constituency, chieftaincy conflicts in Pai Katanga and in KJB Akan constituency, and anticipated ethnic violence in Pasa take different dimensions. We are also pleading with the government to establish a permanent military base in the region to be situated either in Dambai or in Nkwanta. Your Excellency, the destinations. Thank you.
Nana Soglo, we thank you so much for that powerful speech. Yada wasepa Pacho Kachra Samrei Yabeda the front line adi. Yewo yemami the yemami yemawakwaba. Sasuna yewo the General Secretary of NDC, Honorable Fifi Fiavi Kwete, Onoso Ekahubi. Yewo the Council of State member, Mr. Kings Atipo, Onoso Ekahubi. Ye papa, the rep of the president in Oti region. Ye papa, where chairman, Emma Oti Mantenina, the hardworking, indefatigable regional minister for Oti region, Honorable John Kwajo. Ye papa, the regional minister, Honorable John Kwajo, Japona, Wabeda Openyititurupa Adi, Atre.
Eyezu, Eyeza, Pamucho, Vidamase, and then until ne Casabe Bribia and you. Namebe Casan is a Midamase. Say a friend of Samumesha, ye papano. Maba papa, mi hubida. And the Adamasipa, say, Magba Abeji, ye papa. And come on in now, or ye papanching. Into me, friend no waba, nan komo ho nyina no, wabo mamane, na masuma ebude, mi damase. Enti mi gina ha, na me friend mi papa. Obia MPP for friend is Smiling Mafia. Smiling Mafia. Aya sa na tie. Anukware na oka, anukware nkwa na oka. Okukuru ni hya wachi. Now we are through our bet you what to. And until our more friend is Smiling Mafia. Now you say, your friend no, Ababio, 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 His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Onimumbekasa.
Thank you very much. Kindly be seated. Thank you. Nedi kaime meda twede amponyankopɔ ase sɛ wabɔ yɛn nyinaa ho ban enne yɛnya akwanya sɛ yɛhyia ha fɛfɛɛfɛ yi na yamane a yɛde bae no enye kasa tintin bia eno ane sɛ meba sɛ ade fɛfɛ a oti region fo mu yɛ maame no mebɛka sɛ medam ase nyame enhyira mo na yɛnyina yɛnim sɛ ɛsom biara mu sɛ obi yɛ adeɛ ma wa na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔda ase nyame mpo ɛka ho asɛm sɛ mmerɛ biara yɛmfa ɛnaaseɛ ɛma no na yɛankasa yɛamammerɛ mu sɛ obi yɛ ɔpapa either sɛ obɛgya wɔ yie anaa sɛ abɔfra dinto anaa bibi anopa wo sɔre a nea woyɛ ne sɛ wokɔ ne fie kɔda no ase nti oti region wohwɛ presidential election to a moto maame na mohwɛ sɛ constituency wɔ ha nyinaa nyame adom nti mode kyɛeɛ na ɛnaseɛ ɛfata mo nti na moahu yɛ ha nnɛ na nea meka ne sɛ mo a monim no monim sɛ krakye me maame a ɔhwɛ me abra me yɛ abɔfra a menyiiɛ no ɛhɔ na ofiri enti sɛ ɛka oti region a me nso meyɛ oti region de hyɛ no bi enti ɛba sɛ nea aborɔfo frɛ no national cake sɛ ɛkɔba sɛ yɛkyɛ saa cake na wɔn a na-ekuta sekan na nyɛ me enti yɛkyɛ a mehyɛ mo bɔ sɛ oti region mo kyɛfa a ɛwɔ sɛ mo nya no mo nsa bɛka enti wei deɛ menka ne bebree yɛfa wiem na ɛbaeɛ na anɔpɛ yi ambassadorfoɔ no bi a ɔmo abɛsom ɛwɔ Ghana ɔmo san kɔ ɔmo kurom nti na anɔpa ɛwɔ sɛ mehyia ɔmo na meyɛ ɔmo babae ɛbɛba abɛtwam enti sɛ yɛyɛ no waa na yɛkɔforo sɛnea mo bɔmpae sɛ nyame fa yɛnsa nkɔ asomdwe mu a ka ne bebree Nana Sogla Law a ɔyɛ Paramount Chief of Likwe Traditional Area ɔsan yɛ President of Oti Regional House of Chiefs Emoni Kasa medawase bibi a ɔka bia ato asopa mu yɛ nananom ɛne yɛ nana hemamo me maame mo mekyia mo nyinaa ɛnɛ me by me General Secretary National Democratic Congress ɛne by Fifi Equity Regional Minister also medawase Ministers of State ɛwɔ ha Members of Parliament yɛ papa imam for yɛ papa mo ezongo ahemfo yɛ papa mo ne yɛ maame mo asɔfo me school nkwada Dambai College of Education mo hote say me chia mo nyina o mo sa aka musika Madam Wase Minyanum Kasa ye kan ejina TV so e wo Ghana ha bebia enti pempenso amedru mesre na maka no brofum se na be ya obia nso ebete kasa ni bi. It's an honor and a privilege for me to stand before you again here in the Oti region, a region that will visit. It is a heartfelt expression of gratitude to the chiefs and people of Oti for your overwhelming support in the 2024 elections and the reaffirmation of my solemn pledge to serve you with dedication, vision, and results. The 2024 election was not just about choosing a president. They were about reaffirming a National Democratic Congress. You delivered 100% of your vote to our vision, and for that I say thank you very much. Yesterday, the Honorable Minister of Finance presented the mid-year review budget. The response so far indicates that past 199 days. I'm pleased to report to you that our reset agenda for the national economy is on track. The economy is showing positive signs of recovery and turning around. The public debt has reduced by over 113 billion cedis, from 61.8% of GDP at the end of 2024 in just 6 months to 43.8% at the end of June 2025. Inflation has declined from 23.8% in December 2024 to 13.7% in June 2025. And we're expecting that inflation should hit single digits by the end of this year. The Wonder Boy, the Ghana cedi, the show boy, has appreciated by over 40% in value against the major international currencies. And this development has reversed the depreciation in the value of the cedi currency. Our government recognizes that sustainable development must be rooted in strong local governance and traditional leadership systems. And that is why one of our first acts was to merge the Ministry of Local Government with the Ministry of Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs. This is to foster greater collaboration, inclusivity, and efficiency. Nananum, your role in safeguarding our cultural heritage and maintaining peace and advancing development at the grassroots is indispensable. In line with our manifesto commitments, we promise to strengthen traditional governance structure, improve capacity, and involve you meaningfully in our national decision-making processes. I note Togbi Alor's continued call for greater participation of traditional authorities in our local government system. The National Constitutional Review Committee is continuing with its consultations on amendments to the 1992 Constitution. It will be useful for the National House of Chiefs and all the regional houses of chiefs to present their suggestions to the committee for consideration. And I hope that that will be done soon, as the committee is supposed to present its final report to me, the President, at the end of August. During my campaign, I pledged that each newly created region would have a public university. I reaffirm that promise today. Oti region will receive its university within my tenure of office. Work has already begun with the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission and the Ministry of Education to identify the most feasible model of university and location. This university will be a center of excellence and a driver of regional innovation and economic transformation. Distinguished guests, modern infrastructure is the backbone of national development. Oti region is a key transit zone for food and goods from the north to the south, and it deserves focused and targeted investments. The Eastern Corridor Road, one of our country's most strategic transportation links, is a top priority under my administration. And I assure you that the completion of the Nkwanta, Pasa, Oti, Damanko stretch of the Eastern Corridor will not be delayed. Indeed, as I speak, it's captured under the Big Push program, and commencement has been signed for the contractors to go to site and complete their segments of the road. The minister has assured them that any work they do and raise a certificate, when they present the certificate to the Ministry of Finance, within 2 weeks they will be paid their money. But beyond the Nkwantak Pasa Otik Damanko stretch, I'm pleased to announce to you that the following critical road projects are currently going through the required procurement processes under the Big Push. They've received commencement certificates, and now they are at procurement to decide which contractors are going to be selected to execute. And these are the construction of the Dambai Bridge over the Oti River, I can assure you that this bridge will commence this year. And we will cut the sword for this bridge together. I'll come and we'll go and cut the sword we'll cut the sword for the bridge to start. The second one is the upgrading of the Okaja Krom Kwame Krom Road, upgrading of the Abotoase Atonko Road, I mentioned that already, rehabilitation of the Hohoi Baika Jasikan Road, construction of the Nkwanta Dambai Road. Additionally, other roads in the OT region are currently undergoing technical costing with procurement processes to follow soon. And this will cover roads in the Kitikrachi district, in Krachi, in Chumuru, and in the Guan districts. We have chosen 166 constituencies. And in these 166 constituencies, we're going to do 10 kilometers of roads per year. And so in 4 years, we would have done 40 kilometers of roads in the 166 constituencies. And I'm pleased to announce to you that all the constituencies in OT region are included in the 166. We are also exploring the potential of inland water systems to connect lake communities and facilitate trade and mobility across the region. Access to capital. I find this unacceptable. We're actively engaging with stakeholders, including the Ghana Health Service and our development partners, to establish a fully fledged, equipped regional hospital in the OT region. This facility will provide specialist and emergency care and thereby relieve the pressure on the hospitals in Hohoi, Ho, and even as far as Tamale. Under our universal primary health care system, this hospital will be complemented by modern health centers and community clinics across the districts to improve coverage, quality, and outcomes. OT records one of the country's highest incidents of typhoid fever. And this is a troubling statistic in a region that is surrounded by a lot of fresh water. And this is due to the absence of safe and treated water sources. As part of our initiative, Water for All initiative, I've directed the Ghana Water Company and the Community Water and Sanitation Agencies to establish operational presences in the region and work to design sustainable water systems for both urban and rural areas. This will significantly improve public health care and reduce the disease burden in the OT region. I stand before you today humbled by the opportunity to address a pressing issue that affects us all, and that's access to clean drinking water. The Damanko Kwasa water system, which serves almost 20 communities, namely Damanko, Papaye, Damanko Badule, Jato Ekura, Kabre Okura, Jato Prakra, CB Central, CB Badule, CB Hilltop, Chokosi Akura, Kantinka Akura, Tindani Akura, and Kwasa, the district capital, have been facing significant challenges with access to water. For far too long, the people of these communities have struggled with an inadequate supply of water due to broken down pumps and damaged pipelines. This has resulted in hardship and inconvenience for our citizens. But I'm pleased to announce to you that government has taken decisive action to address this issue. As part of our commitment to improving the lives of Ghanaians, the government, through the Community Water Sanitation Agency, has prioritized the reconstruction of the Damanko Kwasa water system as one of 2 major water projects for this year, 2025. Provision has been made for it in this year's budget, and so work will start to reconstruct intake and treatment units and upgrade all leaking PVC pipes with durable HDPE pipes. This will ensure a consistent flow of water and improve water supply across all the 20 communities that I just mentioned. Citizens have access to clean drinking water, and I'm confident that this intervention will significantly improve the quality of life in these communities. The project is estimated to cost almost 40 million cedis and is expected to be completed within 18 months. Furthermore, water supply in other communities, including the water quality concerns in Bonanche, will also be addressed through community water and sanitation agency interventions. Bonanche is therefore being considered for inclusion in phase 2 of the Damanko-Kwasa water supply project following its successful completion. I want to assure you that government is committed to delivering on its promises. We will work tirelessly to complete this project and ensure that the people of these districts and entire Oti region have access to safe, clean, and reliable drinking water. A key pillar of our agricultural transformation is already being implemented in the Oti region. Under this program, 7,200 hectares of irrigated lands are going to be developed in Biakoye and Krachi East municipalities. The Ministry of Food and Agriculture is on the ground, conducting feasibility studies and preparing for the implementation of these projects. I encourage the youth of Oti to position yourselves to take advantage of this initiative. Agriculture is not a job of last resort. Agriculture is now a business of first choice, and we're going to make it viable, productive, and rewarding for the young people who decide to invest in it. Completing the 2-story Oti Regional Coordinating Council administration block has been delayed for far too long. I've therefore directed the Minister for Local Government, Decentralization, and Chieftaincy to prioritize its completion. Additionally, we're addressing the absence of an official residence for the regional minister under the Government Accommodation Redevelopment Scheme, which covers all the 6 newly created regions. We will ensure that the government presence is fully established in every area. Let me take this opportunity to acknowledge and commend the distinguished sons and daughters of the Oti region who have been appointed to capacities in my administration. The appointment reflects our trust in their competence, loyalty, and ability to deliver. These include the Honorable John Kwadwo Japon, Regional Minister, the Honorable Kofi Adams, Minister for Youth and Sports, the Honorable Kwame Agboja, Minister for Roads and Highways. For those of you who don't know it, Kwame's mother is from Oti region. The Honorable Lieutenant Colonel Retired Larry Bevlo Lati, who is the Special Envoy to Dr. Felix Kumar Godwin Anebo, Ambassador Designate to the Republic of Senegal, Lawyer Eduji Tamaklo, Chief Executive Officer, National Petroleum Authority, Major Joseph Kuyong, who is the Director General of NADMO. Awal Mutalib is Chief Executive Officer, Ghana Heavy Equipment Limited. The Honorable Daniel Kwesi Ashama is Chief Executive Officer, Supplementary Education Unit. Magdalene Nemele is Deputy CEO of the Gehog Distilleries Limited. Wumbe Goffred is Coordinator. Suleimana Abdul Mumini is Presidential Staffer, Office of the President. Nana Kwekudria the First is Board Chairman of Gratis Foundation. Nana, it's the same thing, Kronti Hini Okajimi, Board Chairman, Gratis. Honorable John Oti Bless is Board Chairman, Ghana Digital Services Center. The Honorable Helen Ntonso is Board Member of the Security and Exchanges Commission. Geoffrey Kinney is Board Member of the Petroleum Commission. He is Board Member of the Petroleum Commission. Professor Mark Appiah is Council Member, University of Health and Allied Sciences. Honorable Fred Agbenyo is Board Member, Volta River Authority. Engineer Yao Gomado is Board Member, Bui Power Authority. Honorable Jean Marie is Board Member, National Insurance Commission. Solomon Kuyong is also Board Member of GRIDCO. And my friend and president of House of Chiefs, Nana Suglo Alo, has recently been appointed board member of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. And Akosia Atakra Alberta is board member, Ghana Cylinder Manufacturing Company. I urge all those who have been appointed to serve with humility and patriotism and distinction to continue representing the values and aspirations of the people of the OT region. Our government recognizes that the youth are OT and Ghana's future, and that is why we're investing in education, job creation, and infrastructure that realize the youth's full potential. Therefore, under our National Sports Development Plan, we're going to construct a modern, multi-purpose stadium in all the 6 newly created regions, including the OT region. This stadium is going to serve as a hub for sports excellence, youth engagement, recreation, and job creation, while boosting the local economy and also providing sportsmen for national assignments. My brothers and sisters, I cannot conclude without talking about peace. All these things I've talked about, all this infrastructure development I've talked about, cannot take place if we do not have peace. And that's why the development in Nkwanta is troubling. I wish to appeal to all those in Nkwanta who are involved in the conflict to please lay down your arms. When Nana was talking, he asked for the establishment of a military barrack. Why should we be wanting a military barrack? It's because we are fighting. We should be asking for hospitals and schools and jobs and things, not military camps. And when he mentioned it, he said at an appropriate location. And somebody whispered, he said Nkwanta. And so please, let's give peace a chance. Every once in a while, in the security reports, I read very disturbing news about people who have died, including students. It's completely unacceptable. Let's dialogue. Let's use our traditional mechanisms to establish peace, because we have to live together. We're one and the same people. Our common enemy is poverty, not ourselves. We should be fighting poverty, not fighting each other. And so government will make sure that we provide the appropriate security to ensure that people are able to go about their businesses without fear of being harmed. Nananum friends and fellow citizens, we began a bold and necessary journey to reset our economy and rebuild our national institutions and restore hope to our people. This is what the reset agenda is about. It is grounded in fairness, discipline, inclusion, and accountability. The time to act is now, and I urge you to embrace the opportunities presented by our flagship initiatives, especially the 24-hour economy initiative. We also have the National Apprenticeship Initiative, the Free Primary Healthcare Initiative, Digital Governance, Million Coders, and so many other programs. I urge all our youth to take advantage of these programs to improve yourselves. There's something in these programs for every Ghanaian, especially for you, the people of OT or entrepreneur. This is your opportunity. Let us work together to lift one another up and build a Ghana that works for all and not just for a few people. As I conclude, I would like to thank you again for your steadfast support, your faith in our collective destiny, and your belief in Ghana that we are building together. The OT region has always stood on the right side of his point of view. Let us rise with unity and purpose, and let us reset Ghana for generations yet unborn. May God bless the OT region, may God bless our homeland Ghana, and make our nation great and strong. I thank you.
Pacho yema sukakra. Yedawase. Cultural troops, Pacho Mumbra, Mbedi Agro, cultural troops. Kinachu, Pacho Mumbra, Mbedi Agro. Yo, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Edin Sempabre, Otiman Semhanamo, Papa, the regional minister, Honorable John Kwajo Jampo. Sasuna, ye MP for graduates, Honorable Adwa Helen Soso. Omo Chia Penifo, Omo Chia Penifo. Yet His Excellency, I say. Nyoma Pina, Oba Beye Amaye, Otiman Semhanamo. The research agenda, Ajibebia, Oba education sector, Ajihonomo, Sasuna, Okono, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Labor and Employment, Ajihonomo, the President of the Republic of Ghana, the Regional Minister Honorable John Kwajo Japon.